Hi, in a while I'm going to share with you the cherry blossom painting tutorial. Hello and good day to everyone. Today I'm going to share with you how I paint the cherry blossom. So I have with me different colors. This is the first group. It has these fuchsia pink, the light pink, white, black. And on the other side, it's the emerald green, sap green, green, light green, brown, and flesh. I already made a sketch of the trees so that it will guide me already on how the general look would be. So first, I'm going to use these paint. I'm working on the underpaint using this brush. Either way, I will be using 3 different brushes today. A filbert and 2 flats. This is filbert number 2, this one. This is a flat number 6. And this is 1/2. So I will start using these, the biggest one, which is a flat brush. I will start with these fuchsia pink. I called it fuchsia pink. Spreading it on the background. Sorry, I'm just checking if my video is working properly. In every painting, I usually have an underpaint. So why do I have a sketch underneath the painting when I'll just cover it up with paint? Actually, they are not actually totally covered with paint. I can still see it. So it will still guide me on where these trees stands. I like this brush. Now the upper part is totally covered. Yeah. If I have enough time, I would like wait for about 30 minutes for the paint to totally dry. But for the sake of this tutorial, I will be doing as fast as I can. So using this, my favorite jar, I can clean this up. And start painting the bottom. So the first color would be the emerald green. These are for all these areas. Yeah. So these colors are really complementary. Contrast yet complementary. What does it mean? It means a reddish color and greenish color are complementary color. beautiful colors we usually see in nature, like flowers and leaves. So whenever you see something like this, definitely this will end up to be a beautiful, artwork. Yeah. By the way, I don't actually paint very smoothly. I think that's my style. A little bit rough. Actually, I'm doing a workshop similar to this, and it's actually for beginners. Anyone can do this artwork. Very, very easy to do and relaxing. Like, keep on like brushing like that. Yeah. Clean the brush. I would try to paint this using this light green. These will be the like the winding road. I'm not that afraid to touch this dark green because the light green, the dark green, the emerald green, they are all like relatives. Like um, you know, it's not a big deal when you touch its other colors. But if it's a different color, then I will leave like a small space like this. Yeah, before I touch just that. Never leave a white space over here. Always close it like that. See, I have a winding road now. Can I check it? Okay. So, to complete the underpaint, I will be closing this white spot with the lightest pink that I have over here. This one, light pink. I said I'm closing it up because there is no more canvas. Everything you see are colors already. So when a painting is something like this, I'm starting to like become excited, more excited. Yeah. I think I'm going to like cut the video for a while and see if my head is not showing or whatever. I'm going to check it. And at the same time, it will like give me time to dry it up, dry this down a bit. And I hope the video is not moving so that you will have the same like look when I come back. Okay. So it is time. We'll check again. Yeah, it is time to put the trees. Okay. This time I will be using this a smaller flat brush, and I will use this brown color. Yeah, I can still see the trees. It's still there. Whoops. Anyway, those are trees, so they're not totally straight like a post or something. Yeah. This time, because the paint is still wet, like a mixture of colors like happening over here. Again, not a big deal because the trees are like that. It's a mixture of like different dark, light colors. Yeah. So what do you call that? It's like receding, meaning um, the trees is getting smaller as it as I put it, like going to the center to create an effect like the scene is like very far. So that is what we wanna happen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is the smallest one. Yeah. On the other side. Again, I told you you can do even better than what I'm doing because I'm making this a little bit rough. I don't want a very like smooth artwork. But some of my students are like that. They want their artwork to be very very smooth, and we have our own style, you know. Even though I'm like, yeah, I experience a lot of time. Like, if I ask them to do a koi fish, for example, and put like three spots on the head, body, and tail, each one has, you know, their own style. Then I realized, yeah, so you can only teach the basics. At the end of the day, everyone has, you know, their own styles. Yeah, we're good. Well, to create shades of the trees, I will still be using the same brush. Um, I might start to the lightest. Definitely this one. So this is flesh, but you know, it can create an effect of like shade on this side. So if you are working on shades or light and shades or shadows, this is very important that um, if you put a shade, a lighter shade on this side, never put it on the other side. All of the trees, including the ones on the other side, will have a lighter portion on this part. Yeah. Yeah, the paints, the underpaint are still wet. So again, as I told you, if you are at home and you are not in a hurry, like you can wait for about an hour or two for some of these to be so dry. There will be a different effect. These will be a much lighter ones because right now it's still mixing with the brown, and I don't mind because the trees are like that. It's not super strict, like a building. I always told my uh, students, like, don't worry if it's a mountain. Don't worry if these are trees. But I'm a little bit stricter on if it's like a lighthouse, because everybody knows it's a straight edifice building. I hope I can like come back and put a little more of colors there later on. Yeah. Now let's go to the other side. What color would that be? You are right. The darkest one. Black on this side. I'm not doing it on a straight line. I like stop in the middle. It's already like 12 midnight and my kid is still playing up there. As long as she's not coming here to like talk to daddy, I'm good. I can continue this. Yeah. Because her mom arrives late from work, so she's still awake, alive and kicking. Yeah. And me, I have also work tomorrow. But um, I'm more excited doing this. Yeah. You can use the smallest brush if you want to. But I am like preparing the filbert for the leaves. I intentionally put a filbert, like a rounded tip. When you say a filbert, it's like the tip is like a dome for that purpose. Because the highlight of these cherry blossoms are the leaves. Yoo-hoo, the camera's still rolling. We will continue with the trees. This is like a close-up tree. This one is a close-up tree. That's why this is so big. And I can like give you a tip on how to put branches on these trees. It's simple as one, two, three. Again, because the closer it is, the longer the one, two, threes, or the stems. The farther it is, the smaller. And try to connect the like this part. Yeah, this is just an illusion. This is actually not a real branch, because you will never find a tree branch tree, you know. But we are making an illusion on this semi-abstract artwork, you know. the nearer it is to you, the higher or the longer are the what you call branches. Mhm. My brush is so thick already with paint, so I want to put it like, to create some smaller tip on smaller trees like that. Okay, we need to wait for a while for these black paint to dry, so we can like work on the lower part. That's how I usually do it. Instead of waiting totally for the paint to dry, we can do something else. Like we have lights and shade again on the bottom of the tree. We can start doing the lighter part. Sorry, it's not supposed to be that one. I'm lucky to have this green to create an effect on this area. Please do not touch the black part. Why are we putting this? This adds like some hues to the background. Like they are not perfectly plain. There's some areas that sun is like reflecting to. There's a reflection too in this area, yeah? Something like that. If there is light, there is also the dark part, which are the shadows. So let's put shadows on the trees using this sap green. Yeah, I can start from the bottom. If it mixes with with black, it's not a big deal. The shadows are dark. If you put shadows on this side, definitely the shadows will be on that side too. Yeah, we could put it on a sidewalk. Yeah, some shadows there, here and there. Yeah. And let's pause for a while again to let this dry a bit. Okay, let's do the exciting part. Are you excited? Do you want to use this filbert? Where? What are we going to do with this? Yeah, we will put now all the leaves. So we have 3 more colors to put. We have these pink, light pink, and the white. Okay, let's start with this pink. It's simply scattering it and have a little bit of patience because this will take a little bit while, but the smaller you put, the details you put it, the better it will look like. Don't be in a rush. Like, okay, the question is, am I allowed to like put um, color on the black branches? I would say maybe later when everything is like filled up. Why? Because the paint might still mix even though I dry it up with a hair dryer a while ago. It might still be wet and might mix with your color. So yeah. So put these like spot on the upper part in all areas. Yeah. No pain, no gain. So don't get bored. Like, what is that? That's a lot of like dots. Yes, it is. But how can you do it? Is there any way you can do these leaves to look beautifully like a cherry blossom? And the filbert makes round effect that um, will like semblance the look of the leaves. So they are asking, Maestro, why do you call it semi-abstract? Semi-abstract because these are not actually leaves. So why semi? A real abstract painting has only colors on them. It doesn't have any figure at all. So it's really abstract. This one, if you look from afar, you can see trees. You can see some leaves, some grasses. But when you look closer, they're not. I am starting to invade the black area. Yeah, try to cover some of the black area. By doing so, you know, the illusion of is like of having those leaves behind the trees is like uh, you can see it now. See? How relaxing is that? See? And then I would want to put, are we still good? Yeah, I will put some leaves down here on the trunk to create an effect like some of the leaves are falling. Maestro, how many am I supposed to put there? Probably 10. Do not overdo it, or else it will look like there's a mushroom like growing on the trees. I'm just kidding. So, yeah, there should be a limit like 8 or 9 or 10. Okay, I think that would be it for this color. We still have another color, which is the lighter pink, the same color that we use over here. And why do we put like the pink over there? We want to create another like effect that that far end is a brighter, has some sunlight on them. Okay, so if you will look at this paint, it looks white, isn't it? But this is actually light pink. So these a lighter pink create a more of a 3D effect now. Like wow, there are a lot of different um, leaves on those cherry blossom trees right now. So where do you put this? So put this in spots where there are still no paint on them. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I mean, I randomly like put it anywhere I see a free spot. In that way, it will look like more like thick, like thicker effect. Yeah. And don't be afraid to put it on some black areas too. So when do you stop putting the spot on the branches? When you feel like they are like disappearing. We don't want the trees or the branches, these black branches to disappear. You want to create that effect that they're still there, even though there's a lot of like this. And I would also put like another like 10 or less than that falling on the trees. Yeah. I'll put more like some like pink over here. I noticed this part of the trees are a little bit bare for me. So yeah. Now let's go to the last one, which is the color white. So where are we going to put the white uh, paint? I will put it in one area, like could be here. You can follow the like the contour of the trees. Yeah. See? And how about another one on this side? Some of you would say, what is that? It's like, well, from afar you can see it creates an effect like some shiny part of the trees. Yeah, I can put like one, yeah, down there. And again, to create the effect of very, very light area. from afar, like though there are still trees over there and they are so bright. Yeah, that is what we want to create on that spot. Try to like put some like dot on areas where there are like the borderline of the color. You don't want them to see it. Yeah, except this like horizon part. That part you need to cover it. So that's it. What's the next step? I think I'm going to sign it. I try to look for a smaller brush. I want to sign over here with the white paint. This is Maestro Ferdz signature. Doesn't need to be a perfect lettering, you know. How about pink over here? Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you will watch my other videos. I have videos about some tips on, there are different tips, so maybe I'm going to put it at the end of these video, and I hope you like subscribe to my channel, please. Right now I have like 45 subscribers. Maybe you're number 46, so please like, make comments so that the maestro can even improve in his future tutorial. Bye.